Alright, so the new Demon King game mode is dropping on Global today, and I'm just going to be going over exactly how it works and how you can beat this. Now, what is this game mode for? It's for a new True Awakening system, if you have no idea about it. Pretty much every single one of your characters has this now, and you're going to need these materials which drop from the Demon King game mode. This you can exchange for SSR or SR coins in the coin shop, or can trade with King for SA coins and obviously LR coins. I would recommend to get all your priority characters done first before any random characters for sure. These are the ones I've had done so far. And the game mode is not necessarily hard, but it's kind of annoying. You can do it once a week for free, but if you want to do more than once, which you will have to because it drops barely anything, you have to pay either 1 SSR coin each run, or is it 15 SR coins or 225 R coins. Once you've paid, you can go in. You're going to have to do extreme first before going hell, but I'm not even going to go over extreme because it's pretty much hell but easier, so I'm just going to be going over hell. These are the teams I've been running. I have some team examples I'll show at the end of the video for some replacements and stuff like that, but the team will matter least on this video. It'll be more going over what to do. So this is the main team right here. You have 2 teams that you can bring. This is my backup team. We'll talk about the backup team soon, but this is my main team. You can choose what's going to be your main and backup team. You can use food. I use attack food. Card set, this is the cards I use for the unknown team, and for the demon team I use this one. But in general, the team itself, these teams themselves don't really matter. I'm going to show some other examples, but let me tell you, Albedo is the single best unit in the game for this game mode. It's not even close. Like, she really is the single best unit for this game mode. I'm going second here. I don't know if you can go first. I have UCC food, should have over 700,000 CC combined with both my teams, but doesn't seem like there is a way. I have the melee team set up as my team A because he immediately debuffs all the enemies. Or your team, his enemies, we. And then melee insta cleanses one and gets the rank up, but we're gonna immediately switch. So what you have in front of you is what you're gonna have to do in the next turn. Now, in hell, this will be, in the first phase, card types. So you can see at the top of your card what it is. This is debuff, debuff, attack. You will see the exact symbol that's on your card there. So even though we're not showing the example, maybe next one we will. I know next turn I'm going to have to use a debuff, debuff, attack card. What if you can't do it? We're going to show that too. But ideally, you want to always do this. If you always do this, you will win. That's pretty much how this game mode works. Even if your team isn't very good, as long as you're always adhering to his rule thing, you will pretty much always win. The problem lies when you can't. Sometimes, especially in the second phase, which we'll get there, it can be very frustrating with RNG. But here, so I have to do a debuff, and then attack. Kokaitis is very good for this game mode. I think this is the best team for this game mode, but I could be wrong. Some other teams are usable. Because he cleanses each debuff and gives buffs, and dude, with Albedo, it goes insane. Like, look how many buffs she has. If you do the rule correctly, Wild comes in, and it will apply debuffs. So, if you only do 1, you will stat lower him. If you do 2, I'm pretty sure this will damage lower him. If you do all 3, you will also stun him. So, yeah. Next rules, as you can see, it's buff, debuff, buff. It doesn't matter for me right now because I'm about to kill him. But if I couldn't adhere to these rules, I'll just back out. Like, honestly, it's really bad. But it's not that big of a deal in the first phase. It's a real big deal in the second phase if you can't adhere to the first turn rules, or I guess second turn. The first rules. Because you will just lose, pretty much. So this is why Albedo is insane for this. If you haven't played this yet, this is not some common damage you can do like immediately. Like Albedo is just insane for this. But we'll show some other examples of teams for sure right after. But Albedo really, like if you have her 1/6, it doesn't matter, like choose the best. So now in the second phase, it's card levels. And this is why Gelfer is so good. You can, the hardest card you have is obviously level 3. But if you adhere to the rule, you're gonna get a rank up. So that's why you need to do it. If you don't do the rules in the first phase, you're unlikely to have level 3s, and sometimes he asks for 2 level 3s. That can be a big issue. Now, he D-ranks you with his single targets. It doesn't show what cards he's going to use, but his single targets D-rank. So you, like, having a taunt is immensely good. This is why even on the second team here, so the second team, I guess I'll talk about this now. If I can't adhere to a rule with the first team, sometimes I can with the second team, especially with Melee. Melee is guaranteed to have 2 level 2 cards. Sometimes he asks for a level 1, level 2, level 2, or level 2, level 1, level 2, it doesn't matter. Sometimes I can't do that with my first team because I just got unlucky with my cards. It happens. So, second team can do it. Chandler can taunt, so that's why I use Chandler. Zeldris can remove ult gauge. If you get ulted by him, you lost. Having a ult gauge removal is immensely helpful. So Nanashi can remove ult gauge with his single targets, always keep that in mind. Nanashi passive in general is going to remove his ult gauge by attacking you. That's immensely helpful as well. But, you know, so long as you're doing the rules, you're going to be fine. So I'm going to put up a taunt, and then I'm going to waste this card. And why not? I'll also waste this card. So, like I said, his single targets will D-rank. So, I never plan on having the taunt character be the one to do the level 3. Because if let's say I have a level 3 for Albedo, right? And that's my only level 3. It's gonna get D-ranked. He's gonna show right now. So as soon as she counters, boom, D-ranked. She lost ult gauge even. Okay, maybe that's not the one that she takes off ult gauge, but never want to deal with that. So make sure that you have the level 3 set up for this. Okay. Now, same thing as before. We're going to do level 1. This is level 3. Level 2. Just like it says right there. And we're going to get the same things as phase 1. Now, the difference between phase 1 and phase 2 is that you might have noticed the top left, he has immortality. To remove the immortality is very simple. You just have to adhere to rules, I believe 4 or 5 times. So this is 3 times. So long as we do 2 of these, I'm pretty sure, it's either 2 or just 1, he's gonna get his immortality removed. So for now, I'm just gonna pop this right here. And yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, he's asking for a level 1 and 2 level 2s. So even if I can't do that with my main team, I can just swap to the second team and do it with Melee. So having Melee is pretty big for this game mode because of that. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do it because it's going to de-rank my... Or I could. Actually could. If I use the level 1 Gelfer rank up on Albedo, this is going to be level 2. And another level 2. Or we can just use Gelfer's level 2. Rank ups do count. So for example... Let this end. 10 billion. Let this end. So he's asking for a level 1, level 2, level 2. I guess I can show. If I rank up Albedo here, and I level 2, this is level 1 while it's here, but when she actually uses the card, it's gonna be a level 2. So it counts. So yeah, he's immortal still, but once Wild comes in, and again, for this second wave of rules, you don't need to do all 3, but say you haven't done enough damage to him, and now you're just like attacking, he's dead. Say you haven't done enough damage to him, it's ideal that you get that rank up, right? That rank up is going to be super, super helpful. It happens, especially with this Albedo team, it can very much happen that you just don't get her counter cards. Like, it's very frustrating. It happens. You have no idea how frustrating this game mode is because this first run I just showed, if you haven't played it, right? This first run I just showed you went pretty well, but I've had so many unlucky runs that I just back out immediately if I don't get a counter card for Albedo, for example. Let me show some other teams in case you can't replicate. Especially if you don't have Albedo, that one kind of can be tough to manage. So I have bookmarked some teams from JP players, and like for any team that you see, so long as you know how to do the game mode, you can most certainly like make replacements, right? But this guy here is using actually Jelly King. I've seen a ton of people using her, what's her name again? Kizuna. Then you have the end for Taunt. Obviously, melee is very good. I should make a quick cut because I included some team that was only usable for Extreme. If you want to farm Extreme, you can. But let me show you the difference here real quick while I'm still here. So, on Hell, you drop 17 of these chests, which have a chance. Let me actually open the chest so you have an idea. So, you get 17 per completion, guaranteed. And when you open them, you have a drop for these materials, right? Got 0 for one of them. And the thing is, not only you get more of the chests, so you get 17 on Hell, and you get how many in Extreme? You get 8. Keep in mind, like you're still paying the exact same coins to run Extreme. So ideally you do want to do Hell. But you also get more from these. You get 3 for each whenever you get it, opposed to 2. The compound over time reward difference is insane between Extreme and Hell. Like it costs less stamina, but dude, they really just have to remove this garbage like coin thing. Even whatever. May either make Extreme like you not having to pay this, or like something, because it's just stupid. Either make it, not the point of this video, but either make Hell like the one that costs coins but costs no stamina, and make Extreme not cost coins but do cost stamina, or something. But it's just dumb because like whales can just spend all the coins they want. It doesn't, like for me it doesn't matter. I would rather spend coins and do Hell if it's faster. But different topic. So this other person here has still the same like Akai's team, but this is the other team that they're running. So if you wanna, you know, instead of that, like Kizuna again, then we have the healing character. Now you can actually swap her, so because the king was the one up here, for Lilia. That also can work, but she's probably better. Then you have this person here also running like a very similar team, but look, the humans, I believe Askenor's passive, LR passive does not work because you have like non-human characters in the other team. But this person is using this and having been able to like farm, like look how many mats they have, so they're, you know, they're doing okay with this team. So if you can't run Albedo, this can be runnable, and you can see the other Sins team. If you don't have melee, you can see all these teams have melee, right? Genuinely, get the gems and summon for melee. Like, melee's banner is out at the moment, right? Get the gems. There are so many gem rewards from this patch. Get melee, alright? Like, I don't know how else to say this. Or you can run that human team and then the unknown team in the other team, on the other side. Whatever, probably don't need melee, but it's definitely ideal to have him in one of the teams because of what I said with the rank up. And there's definitely going to be other teams to beat this as time goes on, especially when it's on the hands of global players and there's more players. So there's definitely going to be other teams you can even try some replacements for units that I use. Like, for example, you know, you can just easily replace some character, like specifically that you don't have, for a character that you do have. But, you know, it is what it is. Good luck farming. So long as you know the mechanics, you should be fine. It's going to be in the hands of RNG. And that's about it.